Hello dear students, very good morning. In the last class we have seen the force exerted by the fluid on a moving flat plate. Since we are unable to get the work done by the stationary plate when the fluid is exerting force, we used to get the work done when it is moving. We have seen on flat plate when it is moving, even with moving of flat plate with a single plate, the work done by it will not be effective. We came to know that with a practical simulated example also. Then we have mounted a number of plates on the periphery of the wheel and we got the efficiency maximum as 50%. Am I right? We have obtained the efficiency when the series of plates are mounted on the periphery of the wheel, the efficiency will be 50%. Okay, let us continue. When the plate is inclined to the jet, similar way, the figure is very clear to you. I have explained all the concepts. Every time if we keep on speaking the same thing, it will be get bored also and voluminous syllabus may not be able to complete. Right? Now, figure shows a fluid jet striking a flat plate held inclined with an angle theta. Right? To the flow of direction and moving with velocity u. So, plate velocity is u, jet velocity is v, plate velocity is small u. V is the velocity of jet. The jet strikes to the plate with the relative velocity, that is important. Relative velocity v minus u. Now mass of water strikes to the plate, that is mass per second is equal to rho q, that is nothing but rho a v, where v is the velocity of strike by the jet on the plate. Mass per second is equal to rho a multiplied by v minus u. Here velocity of striking velocity by the jet onto the plate, we should take relative velocity, that is v minus u. That's all. In previous or earlier cases, we have taken just v minus v as the striking velocity. Here we have to take relative velocity v minus u. Is it clear? Fine. Let Fn is equal to force acting in direction normal to the plate. So why we are taking Fn first? First of all, we have to find out the normal force to the inclined plate and then we have to take two components, one in x direction with which the work can be got done and another component y direction. So first we will find out Fn, that is equal to mass per second multiplied by velocity of striking in the direction normal to the plate minus velocity after striking in the direction normal to the plate. Initial velocity in normal direction is equal to v minus u sin theta. Final velocity is equal to 0. Therefore, Fn is equal to rho a v minus u multiplied by v minus u sin theta minus 0. Is it clear? Therefore, Fn is equal to rho a whole multiplied by v minus u whole squared sin theta. If you simplify this above equation, you will get rho a multiplied by v minus u whole squared sin theta. Okay. Next slide. Now, force Fn can be resolved into two components as I have already told, we can resolve this into two components, Fx and Fy. Fx is force in parallel to the direction of motion, that is parallel to this direction of motion. Fy is perpendicular to the direction of motion, that is 90 degrees. Even if we do not 90 degree in word or numerical value, it is obvious It is obvious if you put this symbol. Fx is equal to Fn multiplied by cos of 90 minus theta. Rho A multiplied by V minus U whole squared sin theta, because cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Sorry, one step I was ahead. Rho A whole multiplied by V minus U whole squared sin theta is Fn multiplied by cos 90 minus theta. Therefore, cos 90 minus theta will become sin theta. Therefore, if you multiply it by this sin theta, you will get sin squared theta. Therefore, Fx is equal to rho A whole multiplied by V minus U whole squared sin squared theta. Be very careful. Here and there, even any human being may skip. I straight away said V minus U whole square 90 minus theta is cos theta. But this sin theta is with respect to Fn value. And then again cos 90 minus theta, we have to take it as sin theta and multiplied with this sin theta, we will get sin squared theta. So in that way, once you read, once you listen the video, again go back, again reread it, you will become perfect in understanding. Hardly matter, once you may commit error, hardly matter. That does not carry further forward. Whatever you are understanding the concept, that will remain forever, and you will not commit error. Even though error is committed, you can come out as I have come out from the error now, right? Sometimes intentionally we commit error in front of you, because in this way you also may go wrong. But if you know the concept behind it, definitely you can overcome that mistake or error and you can make it correct. Is it not? This is also equally important. It is not neither wasting of my energy, time and your precious time. After all, we are teaching in such a way that you should be given such clues that even though you commit mistake, you can come out. So Fy is equal to Fn multiplied by sin of 90 minus theta is equal to rho A whole multiplied by V minus U squared sin theta multiplied by sin of 90 minus theta. Therefore, Fy is equal to rho A whole multiplied by V minus U whole squared sin theta cos theta. Clear? Further, next slide. Now, work done per second on the plate by jet is given by which force we have to take? Fn, Fx, Fy. Fx, yes, you are aware it. Very good. Work done per second is equal to force multiplied by distance travelled by the plate per second is equal to force multiplied by, already I have said, velocity of plate. That is Fx multiplied by U. Substitute the value of Fx. Substitute the value of Fx as rho AV minus rho A whole multiplied by V minus U whole squared sin squared theta multiplied by this distance travelled is nothing but velocity of the plate, that is nothing but U meters per second. Therefore, work done per second will be obtained as Newton meter per second, or it can be said watts or watt, or also you can convert by multiplied by 10 to the power minus 3, you will get in kilowatts. Okay. Now, input power we can find out kinetic energy per second, that is half mv squared, that is equal to half rho A V multiplied by V squared is equal to half rho A V cube. Output power, that is rho A whole multiplied by V minus U whole squared multiplied by U. Therefore, efficiency of the jet is equal to rho A whole multiplied by V minus U whole squared. This is not multiplied by 2. Remember it. Sometimes it happens, it looks like multiplied. It is not multiplied. It is power. Rho A V minus U whole squared. Okay. Multiplied by sin squared theta multiplied by U divided by half rho a v cube. If you simplify, you will get this equation. I need not have to spell out. Next slide. Okay, we'll start the numerical problems, right? Instead of next class, we will take one numerical problem today itself. Another 2-3 numerical problem in the next class, okay? A jet of water, let me zoom it as much as I can, yes. A jet of water strikes with a velocity of 35 meters per second on a flat plate inclined at 30 degrees with the axis of the jet. What do you mean by that? This is the axis of the jet, that is flow direction. Plate is inclined by 30 degrees. 30 degrees, that is the meaning of the statement. If the cross-sectional area of the jet is 25 centimeters squared, determine 1. The force exerted by the jet on the plate when it is stationary. When plate is moving with velocity 15 meters per second away from the jet, also find the efficiency. Okay, this is the problem. Let me read once again, continuously, with broken sentences and making you to aware how it is. Though there is a good figure, printed figure, when we write on screen, your concentration will be on screen. That is the motto with which I used to write and explain. Okay, now let me speak continuously. A jet of water strikes with a velocity of 35 meters per second flat on a flat plate. You have to add word "an" here. On a flat plate inclined at 30 degrees with the axis of the jet. If the cross-sectional area of the jet is 25 centimeters squared, determine 1. The force exerted by the jet on the plate when it is stationary. When the plate is, second one, when the plate is moving with the velocity 15 meters per second away from the jet, what is the force? Third, also find the efficiency. Efficiency is possible only when the plate is moving. With stationary, no work done, no efficiency. Is it not? Solution. Velocity of the jet v is equal to 35 meters per second. You write down in terms of symbol. Inclination of the plate with the jet axis theta is equal to 30 degrees. Area of the jet small a is equal to 25 centimeters squared. Convert this into meter squared. You will get 25 multiplied by 10 to the power of -4. That you are aware. 1. The force exerted by the jet on the plate when it is stationary. We know the formula rho a v squared sin theta. Substitute all. Here rho is not given. In the introduction class of the impact of jet, also I have told many number of times, when rho is not given, you are eligible to assume it as 1000 kg per meter cube. 1000 kg per meter cube. Substitute, you will get F is equal to 1531.25 Newton. Clear? Let us find the second part. In case of moving plate, when it is moving with 15 meters per second, F is equal to rho a whole multiplied by v minus u squared whole squared sin theta. Substitute all the values, you will get 500 Newton. 500 Newton. Then Fx is equal to, we know, F sin theta. F we have calculated as 500 multiplied by sin 30, you will get 250 Newton. That is the work done in x direction. Sorry, that is the force in x direction. Sorry. Force in x direction. This is the force normal to the plate. This is the force normal to the plate, F. Fx you have to find out first and then output efficiency. Okay? Fy is equal to F cos theta. Therefore, 500 multiplied by cos 30 is equal to 433.01 Newton. Now to find third part, efficiency when the plate is moving with the velocity of 15 meters per second, work done per second first of all you calculate, and kinetic energy also you calculate, then one upon the other, that is work done per second divided by kinetic energy per second will give you efficiency. That's all. So work done per second is equal to, we know, force in the direction of x or in the direction of fluid motion multiplied by velocity of the plate. 250 multiplied by 20, that is equal to 5000 Newton meter per second or watts. If you divide it by 1000, you will get 5 kilowatts. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv squared per second, half rho a v multiplied by v squared, that is half rho a v cube. If you substitute the value, you will get it in 53,593.75 Newton meter per second. You keep both in Newton meter per second or both in watt or both in kilowatt, right? Or at the end you can convert and keep it in kilowatt, rather first. Therefore, efficiency of the jet is equal to 5000, this value, divided by this value, you will get 0.093 efficiency, means just 9.3%, very, very less. Okay. Case 2. When object is moving with velocity u, when the jet striking at the center, that is when the jet of water striking the curved plate, when this curved plate is moving with velocity u, as shown in this figure. This is the curved vein. It is moving. That's why it is shown in dotted line with velocity u. Therefore, the relative velocity and the curved plate, when the curved plate is moving with certain velocity, that relative velocity is given by v minus u. So, today we shall stop here. We will continue from the beginning of this curved plate itself in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Whenever you find free time, please go through. Okay. It will be easy to understand the concept. First get clear the concept. Slowly you study. Hardly matter, you can complete all the subjects. You show interest in all subjects.